Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to the final March episode? I always struggle with that word. The final March update for the Movie Marquee Challenge. What is the Movie Marquee Challenge, you may ask if you are new around here or haven't caught one yet. It is a year-long challenge that I am doing with my friends Bella from Bella's Crochet Gifts and Samantha from Amethyst Craftworks. The three of us are alternating turns each month, picking a movie, a pre-selected movie from last year, but we're drawing them at random, showing you the movie poster, and we're taking inspiration from the poster, from the colors or design. The sky's the limit as far as inspiration, and creating projects with it. I know Bella and I are doing separate like blankets for the most part. Like I personally am doing blankets, mats, things like that can be used at a shelter, a no-kill shelter that is near me, which is called the Noah Project, if you are interested, and donating them by the end of the year. Bella is also doing donation blankets, I think for different things. I don't think she's only doing one, but I'm not positive. You'd have to check out her channel. Both ladies are linked down below. Samantha is doing a continuous project throughout the year, which is what I had done last year, was one project with multi-portions. So, I mean, you can do anything. People are using these, we're inviting you guys to do it also. And people are doing, and they're using like the colors for inspiration just to use up like their collection. They're doing donation items and they're using the color inspiration as colors they may not have thought to put together before. They're doing like a keepsake, like Samantha's keepsake project. All sorts of things. And my Facebook group, which is linked down below, is where the three of us can see what you decide to make. So you're invited, of course, to join along and post your makes down there. We have all sorts of fun stuff going on the Facebook group, by the way. There's a yearly make along with the Great Fiber Cake Off. We're going to have Stranger Summer coming up soon-ish. We're already in spring, right? Almost spring? Is spring. Also happy Easter, by the way. My brain rebooted for a second there. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so all of that to say, this was Samantha's month to pick, in March, and she picked Five Nights at Freddy's, which, as you can see from the poster, I mean, there is a bunch of just vibrant neon colors, which is what, like, I didn't go to the one, you'd think I would zero in on that purple because the whole thing was purple, like purple hued, but I zeroed in on the fact that all of the little, like, words were neon colors. They obviously have a bright flash of neon illuminating the characters. I love it. I like the movie. Like, Samantha is very gung-ho about all of the lore and everything. If you want more information, she's your girl. I didn't play the games, read books, anything like that. Didn't know there was books, and I knew it was a game. But I did watch the movie, and I really like the movie. If you like, I think it was classified as horror or horror drama, but as a horror connoisseur, self-proclaimed horror connoisseur, I didn't think it was very scary per se. For me, maybe for others, they would find it not so appealing if they don't like scary movies. But it was a good movie. Like, I suggest watching it. It's really good. So back to the actual project at hand. You've seen the colors now. I've seen some of the stuff that you guys have done, which is awesome. And what I had started doing, I of course maybe you can see, it's kind of buried, but right there is a hint of the yarn that I'm using. You'll see in full scale on the blanket what it is in a moment, but as a hint, something bright and neon-y, and had basically all the colors of this poster adapted into it in bright, stunning neon colors, right? I went with Red Heart jumbo stripes in the color Bright Stripes. I decided because I'm doing these donation projects for pets, I let Maverick test them out too, but I want to make tight stitches, tight pattern stitches, so little claws don't get stuck or, you know, hung up, because a lot of places don't take it because they're afraid of that. I think that this place has a more 24-hour type of care, whereas I know like some shelters like leave the animals for the night and that kind of stuff. So they're a little more supervised, I believe. But accidents could still happen. I don't personally want to give them like big holy projects and things. So I've been doing like the tightest stitches that I can do. And let me just show you. Now what you saw was this. And I think when I showed it off, it was probably around here. It was almost becoming a square. And this is in the spider stitch, which I don't think I think I forgot to go back on my comments and answer that, but somebody had asked again what it was. This is the spider stitch. And you'll see, hopefully you see it. It is covered up now for me at the moment, but hopefully you see the nice tight stitchery going on here. Was that upside down? Technically, it was upside down. I'll show you right side up too. Yeah, hopefully you can see that. My light looks cool going through the blanket, my ring light. From this side. But anyway, so nice tight stitches. I was very careful not to have any like split stitches where the loops were sticking out, and if I did, I tried to pick it up in the next line, the next row. But as of yesterday, I had just over a square. It's 27 inches this way, and I had 30, which yes is a rectangle, but I wanted a bigger rectangle, and I've made some smaller blankets for smaller like dogs. I wanted a bigger dog to benefit also. So we now have 37 inches of rectangle here. So I was very proud that I knocked that out last night. I got 7 inches of it done last night, like yesterday, but most of it last night because I worked. But yeah, that's how it turned out. And again, that's the spider stitch. I think it's so pretty. I love this yarn. I'm glad that I have, like I showed you, I have one there. I think there's actually two there. You just don't see it that well. Or I can't see it at all because it's hidden. And I believe I have another one. And there are about 2.5 skeins in here. And this yarn is also readily available at my Walmart almost all the time. For a while it wasn't. But I think at some point I would like to make me something similar to this. Like a bigger blanket won't stripe like this, so I'd have to figure something out, color control, or they won't be as thick as stripes if it's, you know, a longer blanket, but I'll figure it out. I really like it. I really, really like it. I've loved this yarn. So that's what I ended up with for my puppy donations. All the ends got sewn in. I was very proud of myself for that. Because normally I like to, but this with the movie Marquee, I've tended to just all at the last minute get all the ends sewn in, the kind of thing. So that is my project. Now I'm also, because all of my donation stuff is going and not sticking around, I wanted a keepsake blanket also from the yarns. So each month I've tried to use up whatever scraps I have or whatever and make some granny squares, just to fit into a blanket by the end of the year. So I'm going to do a couple more. This I didn't quite get done. I got 2 squares finished before I had to come film this and get it out for you guys. But I'm just letting the colors flow. That is just an unfortunate, it's not something I spilled on it. It's just the way the yarn was, but I'm just letting it all flow. The next colors coming up are like pink and orange. So there's going to be another lovely color there, together. And yeah, I'm just, like I said, letting the colors flow, and that it's happening. So there's 2 of the squares, and there should be at least another one. I'd like to incorporate all of the colors, and this is what's coming up next. So squares complete. And now it is my turn to pick for the 4th month, April. Yes, April. So I have, like I said, we had pre-selected some movies. They're in there. I have them in my cauldron. I'm going to try to swish them up and not clink too badly on the jar with all my ringage here. But sorry. there's only like 3 of them in here for me, because since we're all taking turns, the other ladies are obviously occupying other months. But I like to give it a good mixture. I only remember one of the movies that I put in here at this exact moment. Like, I'm sure once I draw them, I'll obviously remember doing it. But this is our lucky winner here. And I will open that up and then show you the poster. What do we got? Yes, I do remember putting this in there now. So here is Dazed and Confused, which I love. I loved this movie growing up. I loved it. Like, I was probably a young teen when it was happening. It might have been out before that, and that's just when I found the movie, because I don't think it was like a brand new release. I definitely didn't see it in theaters. But yeah, I loved Dazed and Confused. It's just a lazy day kind of watching movie. It's nothing like epic or multi-parted or, anything too deep. But yeah, it's one of the few movies that I really, really love that isn't horror. So let me pop up the movie poster. And I know you can see that there's, from what I remember, there's obviously yellow, blues, purples. I'm sure there's other ones that I can't think of right now, but those are the 3 colors that I remember being on it. And you guys have the advantage of seeing it right now, and I don't. So, but that is the movie. And like I said, you are invited to join along, to make a project from it, to show us what you make. If this movie doesn't resonate with you, the colors don't, or something, you just don't want to do it, you are free to pick your own. The only thing that we ask is that you add the movie poster that you use for inspiration, just so we can see like what you've done, because it's a fun idea. And yeah, we love to see stuff like that. So I think that I wrapped that up. The movie Marquee ones seem to be pretty quick videos for me, since I'm very talkative. But I think that's everything. So I will have to figure out my yarn choice and get back to you guys. Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining me. I hope that you are doing this make along with us. And I hope you guys have had a really great Easter. I'm going to let you go so I can get this edited and get it out to you. I love you guys so much. Talk to you soon. Bye.